is all I ever knew. It's my time, hit these rhymes, enjoy this lyrical view. Going head first like a shirt, it's just what I'ma do. It's automatic, no manual, tune in, don't change the channel.
We back with another episode of Good Talk Podcast. I'm Tunde, of course. Samo.
What's good, y'all? Samo, y'all finally get to see my face.
I see boys did that beard trim.
You gotta get the beard look, man. I see you trying to get one too, though.
Hey, man, little by little. Little by little. But you've been growing that out for like what?
For years, man.
For years.
Nah, actually, I've been shaving it, cutting it. You know, it gets wild sometimes. So I'm not gonna say I've been growing it, but you know.
I don't know, bro. I've always thought
you always hated my beard, bro. I don't know why, but
for some reason, it's not.
It's what do you want, James Harden?
I don't know, bro. It's just not the connect. I don't know, bro.
It's like guys.
It's too much, bro.
It's too much down here. I should trim it down. I don't know. I mean, a lady likes it, so that's why I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, the ladies like it.
No, my lady likes it. Let me
you're
in trouble now. Hey.
Okay, so you want to tell us what you did for Valentine? Like, what was your?
Damn. Shit, Valentine's. So yeah, Valentine's. Took my girl out to the Riverwalk in San Antonio. You know, it's a nice little romantic scene. Really much didn't do much because we just came back from a trip from Portland. So that was pretty much like our pre-Valentine's date, or I guess vacation.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just dinner and some romantic and, you know, all the good stuff.
Yeah, there was no Valentine for me. You know, I'm living that single life.
Single life?
I'm chilling, man. That's how you enjoy life.
I feel like you have no problem with that, too. You just chilling, like.
Hey, bro, you gotta, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
But you know who didn't have a good Valentine or Valentine week?
Who?
Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian, and Jordan Woods.
So, hold on, pause, wait. So, were they still together? Because I thought she broke up with them, right?
I don't know, bro. You know, the Kardashians, the Jenners, all that, their little shenanigans, whatever. I don't be following it like that. Yeah. But, of course, it was all over social media. It was all over the news.
Nah, man. Tristan Thompson, I'm sorry. Like, as bad as the Cavs are doing, like, he should be trying to stay out of, like, you know, the public like that. He should be trying to do everything he can to, you know, not only win back Khloe's trust, but at least, like, prove to people that you're not trash on the court and trash. Let me not say he's trash in real life. Let me not say that, but he is pretty average on court and just a bad guy, you know, in real life. Let me say that. Trash sounds kind of harsh.
Yeah. No, you make a good point because what he did to his previous ex while she was pregnant?
Khloe, right?
No, he went for Khloe. Like his.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, and similar situation.
All right, so now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like the whole Kardashians, they gotta stop with these like athletes. Like everybody knows athletes, they're not faithful. Like the only faithful athlete that I know of that I haven't heard nothing is LeBron and
King James.
You know, and I haven't heard nothing yet. I mean, he probably is.
But you hear how, like, let's say Beyonce will be on courtside at a game LeBron's at, and then they'll like Rihanna too. Like I don't know if you saw the video against the Rockets. Rihanna was at the game,
really? And
she had, I guess, she was sitting in the suites, and she was cheering. She had a LeBron jersey, of course, and she was cheering, excited. And I saw it. I was like,
but if Bron and Rihanna were really doing something, somebody will be seeing it. Like, there's no way.
Hey, LeBron. He's a faithful guy. I mean, I don't know him personally. That's my guy, but I don't know him personally to know what he's doing, whatever. But, you know, he cares about his image and what people say about him. So
he has to.
Even shout out to Savannah, of course. She's great woman, great kids. Bronny James, Bryce Maximus, and Princess Zori. Shout out to them. But it is what it is. But let's talk about the Rockets and the Lakers, since we're talking about LeBron.
Man. So.
Huh? James Harden is not the MVP right now. It's Paul George, PG-13, guy that plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Why is he MVP?
What?
No, really though. Like, why? Okay, so I understand PG's having his best career number is 27 points a game. They're third place in the West. Like, that's cute. But we see what Harden's doing though. Like, something that hasn't been done since Wilt Chamberlain. PG's having a good year. That's it.
Is your head correct?
My head is correct.
Have you not been seeing the last month? The Rockets have been slipping, even with Chris Paul and Capella coming back. They're not the same. And Harden's just been jacking up shots. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you like that dribble, step back, dribble, drive, try to get fouled. That shit's not pretty, bro.
Every hooper loves that. Like every hooper wants to have that package where you dribble, you know, do a nigga up and then step back, shoot a three in his face.
It's not smooth as a Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie's the smoothest, and
he's crafty, magician, like it's Harden, bro. That shit is like.
Nah, you can't sit here and tell me Harden is not smooth. He's not crafty. Like Harden is getting to the line, and he's blown by everybody that tries to guard. You can't guard Harden. Like he's unguardable. Like so, PG, yeah, what he's doing is cool. It's good. It's great for him because like I ain't gonna lie, like I've been saying some bad things about PG the past couple years, but he's proven me wrong this year. But it's just not. I don't think it's more impressive as what Harden is doing, because especially when Harden doesn't have a Westbrook as a sidekick, or you know vice versa. Like he's doing this by himself. Because we seen PG by himself. We seen him. And
did you see earlier in this season when Westbrook had a sprained ankle and he was out for 2 weeks?
Yeah,
PG was the guy. People forgot it because on the beginning of the season, people not really. It's now when people starts really watching the NBA. PG was hooping, bro. And then the other role players, Steven Adams was hooping in the beginning of the season. Schroeder was hooping. Their role players, Grant, that's when Grant started becoming a more valuable role player. But now it's, oh my, you saw last night? Double overtime, he got Ingles, high teardrop.
That was a good game winner. He has, 2 game winners in his whole career now? I think. Right? Remember he made that Gatorade commercial about game winners, and he's never had one before. This season he's cooking. I'm giving him that, but Harden's at 31 games straight, 30 points plus. Come on now.
So then I'll ask you, what is your ranking when it comes to MVP right now?
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's really, really close.
You're biased, by the way.
I am biased. Harden is still number 1 to me.
Put your bias to the side.
Right.
This is the first time Sam is going to say that he's not Sam, I want you to be.
I got you.
Put it to the side and be straight up.
All right, straight up. So
faithful
right
be
now.
Be a faithful man.
I got you. Right now, Giannis is number 1 only because they're number 1. They're the best team in the NBA, and that's just how MVP usually goes and should go. So Giannis is averaging 28, 29 points a game.
Yeah.
The Bucks only lost 14 games. They're the best team in the NBA right now. So I'm gonna give it to Giannis only because of that. Mainly because of that. Harden and PG, I still have Harden ahead of PG just because, like I said, Harden is doing more with less. And we all know why the Rockets are 5th place. Solely because of Harden. We all know why the Rockets are that team that, they possibly have a chance to, mess with the Warriors or knock out the Warriors. That's what they talk about. It's not, but the Rockets are struggling now, and they're still talking about the Rockets being a threat to the Warriors. Come on now. Because of Harden, JH, Mr. Unguardable.
Please state your case. Keep going.
I'm gonna keep going. So like I said, Harden's the best scorer in the league now today, hands down. I don't want to hear KD. I don't want to hear Curry, Westbrook, Kyrie, all these guys. No, Harden's the best player in the NBA. He's scoring. He's doing everything that he has to do to make sure that we're winning games. That's what an MVP does, right? Didn't we give MVP to Westbrook when he was shooting 30 shots a game, getting triple-doubles 2 years ago, and doing everything he had to do to make sure the Thunder stayed afloat? What's Harden doing different? Tell me. Nothing different. He's doing everything he has to do to make sure that the Rockets are winning. And, we're on a good streak in January. The last couple of weeks, we've been struggling, but at the end of the day, we're still 5th in the West. So I would still give it to Harden over PG. PG, the past couple games, he's been climbing up because PG has been third and fourth the past 2 months. So this February, he's been killing. But you can't take away January. Harden's January is eclipsing everybody's month. So PG's having a great month this year. But I'm sorry, just because it's new, and that's probably why you're saying PG, it's more recent than what Harden's been doing, he has to show me more. That's my case, man.
Oh my goodness! I thought you put your bias
that's my bias.
Sam O.
I put Giannis first.
Mr. Bias, right? No,
know me.
No. Your
first,
case, your case for Giannis at number 1 was couple seconds, James Harden, he went on a 5-minute speech.
If y'all don't know, this guy does not like Harden. Like,
I'm the biggest Rockets fan you will ever meet. And me not liking Harden, what sense does that make?
No, exactly. You tell me, how do you not like Harden? How do you not appreciate what he's doing for the Rockets, for us?
When I like great playoff performance and him showing up. But hey, that's a whole another argument for another day because
PG hasn't shown. Remember, he scored 6 points last year in the playoffs.
But I don't think you could put PG in the same, like, prior to the season. Okay. Harden was a top 5 player. I don't if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's top 5. PG was like 10, 12, right?
Yeah.
So if PG messed up in the playoffs or whatever, it wasn't really, a big deal because he's not. No one thought of PG as first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay.
James Harden, because his performance the last couple seasons and him being in the MVP race, 2 out of the 3 out of 4, he was that guy, right? So if he did something wrong in the playoffs or he didn't show up, it was a bigger deal. Same thing like prior. Let's move James Harden and Paul George and Westbrook's little era to the side. These guys that we were always scrutinized in the NBA was Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, Carmelo for not winning. We never went on a guy like Joe Johnson for not winning because he wasn't that type of player. We always, because Chris Paul, Dwight, Carmelo, they were always a top 5, 6 during their little. So James Harden was like, okay, bro, show up. You're already a first ballot Hall of Famer, so show up, bro. But again, people can be like, he'll show up game 1, and so he'll show up in the playoffs, but it's not when it counted. But hey.
See, that's why I always say y'all overanalyze Harden. Y'all too critical, to Harden.
Homer.
You're right. I've been watching, but that's the thing. I watch Harden play, and yes, when the games he doesn't show up, it's terrible. Like he'll have like 8 turnovers or
that shit is not pretty.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It's bad. But at the end of the day, like you see it though. Like it's because he has to do that. Like Harden's doing so much, and then I guess he gets gassed out. Or he thinks that he has to be Superman when he really can't do it. Like he's not LeBron. The only person that I know for a fact that I can say can do it by himself is LeBron James. It's been proven. James Harden, he's not as great as LeBron. I'm not saying that. Don't stop. I'm not saying that, but Harden can lead the team. And Harden's been doing it for the past, since he's been on Rocket, Harden has made us a playoff, contender since day 1. So when you keep saying Harden doesn't show up in the playoffs, the stats don't say that. Maybe his field goal percentage drops, but that's because the team, in playoffs, defense, they lock in on your star players. So that's going to happen if you only have 1 star player. Come on now. And last year, when we were up 3-2, you lose CP and you're going against the best team that swept LeBron, the best player, in the next round. I mean, like I said, I was still hoping the Rockets could still pull it off, but you know what happened. Once Chris Paul got hurt, you was like, damn, that's probably our chances.
What's so funny, bro, there are Warriors fans and guys that cover the Warriors that think Iguodala, if Iguodala never got hurt, the Rockets would have still lost. But my thing is that the Rockets blew out. People forget, or homers for the Warriors, people are very biased against the Warriors. They forget the Rockets blew out the Warriors game 2.
Yep.
Iggy was playing. Yeah. He got hurt game 3. So the fact that he was a big difference maker, more than Chris Paul, it got me like.
I hate that. I really do.
Bro, when it comes to fans, bro, there's Cowboy fans, there's Lakers fans, Spurs fans, Patriots fans. To be honest, bro, these Warriors fans are up there when it comes to.
It's terrible because I even heard back in 2016, not only was Draymond suspended for 1 game, Bogut was hurt.
Bogut.
Exactly, Bogut, man.
The best screen setter in the league was out.
Was hurt. All these excuses that's why we lost. I'm like, no, y'all just choked the 3-1 lead. Draymond got suspended for 1 game only.
Oh my god.
Mind you, Kevin Love, then he was hurt for 1 game.
Yes.
So he missed the whole game too. So.
Yes, but they were like Kevin Love was a scrub.
He didn't matter. Everybody knows Love is better than Draymond Green. So let's just stop this whole Draymond Green got suspended. That's the reason why LeBron won.
He signed real quick. He signed with Clutch Sports,
Draymond?
his agency.
Oh yeah. Hey man,
could this be a Draymond to the Lakers?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Draymond is not messing with the. I mean, just from what I see, he's not messing with the aura at Golden State because they're favoring, they're talking about KD and Khloe, but they're not talking about, re-signing Draymond.
What's so funny is that if KD leaves, and I think he will leave, Draymond they're gonna find a way to max him. Even it might be overpriced. They're gonna find a way to max him out.
You have to because look what he did that first year. Like Draymond is y'all engine. If KD leaves, then y'all back to the regular Warriors team. That's
Don Nelson. If Draymond leaves, let's say if KD leaves and they don't want to re-sign Draymond, you're back to the Don Nelson. Golden State Warriors.
Which was Steven Jackson.
On his last leg. Like you don't want even Curry's first couple of seasons when it was him and Monte Ellis. They want to don't go back to that because Clay and Steph, they can't do that. Warriors fans, those two cannot win you a championship. So don't even. But man, clutch. Everyone signed the clutch.
Hey man, LeBron has that pull. Like that's how LeBron has to be. He's the closest thing to the MJ to go because LeBron not only does he show it on the court, but outside the court too. The power he shows.
Space Jam coming out 2021.
LeBron's doing it all, man. And
do you think Space Jam 2 with LeBron? Space Jam was one of the best movies ever,
I love
especially sports movies.
Yeah.
How can? I don't think it can. Again, LeBron's my guy, but
I 100% feel you. Like I don't think it's gonna be as great as Space Jam 1, mainly because we're 20s in our 20s now, so it's not gonna be as entertaining. Well, let me not say that though, because Space Jam, I can still watch Space Jam today.
Yep.
But as a kid, it had more magic, of course, because we're younger. But Space Jam 2, LeBron, if they have, stars, because, Space Jam had like Charles Barkley, if they got some stars and they're really hooping, and executed right.
So look, are they going to have I believe I can fly.
Okay, so that's one thing I was gonna say. They can't have a cheesy moment because now that it's 2019, 2020, when the movie comes out 2021, whatever.
2021.
Yeah, so the CGI is gonna be 100% better than what it was.
Yep.
I don't want no cheesy stretching moment where he stretches his arm out, or give me something iconic that LeBron does, because Jordan had his moment in that movie. So if they can give me like a good execution. LeBron doing swingman dunk, or I don't know, a block or something like.
What's funny is that the season before Jordan filmed Space Jam, I think he won. Was he in baseball?
Yeah,
but I know the following season. So Space Jam came out and Jordan won the championship.
Yeah.
So that kind of like made Space Jam a little bit bigger, better. So with LeBron, with his situation, depending on who they get in free agency or trade this summer, could this be? Of course, it's coming out July 2021. So the season before it comes out, they probably won't be good. But can you see them after it? Like when Space Jam 2 come out, LeBron wins the title. That similar instance with LeBron. Can that elevate Space Jam 2?
Oh yeah, of course, but 2021, isn't that when his contract is over though?
So
he has options.
So next year's his second season. Yeah. So that's 2020. No, he'll be on his
last year. So
it's so funny he did it his last
4 years
or his last 2 years. Like Space Jam is coming up.
It is what it is.
They got to get somebody in free agency, man.
The Lakers, y'all need Anthony Davis. I'm sorry,
he's going to the Pelicans.
You mean the Celtics, you mean?
Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah. Pelicans traded him to the Celtics because they got more assets. I told people in group chats, I told grads, hey, shout out to grads, I told you he's going to Celtics. You was like, he's going to be a Laker. In my group, everyone, Twitter, he's going to Celtics because they have more assets.
Breaks there, my guy, because it's not done yet. The Lakers still have assets, and rumors had it that the Lakers didn't offer all those pieces that they were trying to offer. It was like they
offered everything, bro.
I don't think so because that's a good trade. Like, why would you not take that chance? And get all those young potential players. For AD who wants to leave. Like, look at their season now. Like, I understand. Oh, Kyrie might. So you're basically putting your money on if Kyrie stays or not. Because if Kyrie leaves. Then
I don't see them like Kyrie has to. I feel like they're gonna get like a commitment with Kyrie to. Like, let him know, like, hey, you trying to, like, stay or whatever.
He said July 1st. Ask me July 1st.
I don't know, bro. We'll see.
That's your guy, right?
We'll see, bro. We'll see. He's still – everyone wants a Kyrie. He's entertaining. That's why the Knicks are a destination, possible destination for him in the summer.
The Knicks is a perfect spot for Kyrie, actually. Knicks or Lakers would be a perfect spot. Imagine Kyrie with LeBron again in the Lakers, man. That'll be something to watch. Like,
I see, based off what you've been seeing on social media with him and KD buddying.
well, I mean, I actually want to see that because Kyrie and KD, I don't see that working. So
You don't see it working?
I don't. Like they're too. I mean, KD's not as selfish as Kyrie. So
I think their personalities are very similar to a point where they can. Because KD, he's not really. It's like for instance, the Warriors. KD is not the leader. Like he doesn't try to be the leader, and he doesn't show that he's a leader. It's Draymond. It's Steve Kerr, and like LeBron was that leader with the Cavs, and Kyrie was. Oh, he didn't want to be the little brother. With KD, he's chill. So KD, if he could, for instance, he could go to the Knicks and be like, Kyrie, this is your team.
really, that's what you believe?
No, I'm not saying he can say it just so Kyrie can feel. Because KD's more chill. Like because you remember him and Steph. I feel like he told Steph, this is still your team. But he showed that it was his team. You get what I'm saying? Like he could just be like, hey, bro, this is your team, but.
So my thing with that is, how can you call yourself the second best player or trying to be the best player when every team you go to, you're not the leader, or you're not even trying to be the leader. You're not trying to be that guy who's saying, this is my team. You help me out, bro. Like,
there's people that say if he gets a title with the Knicks, he will be better than
they
LeBron.
say that, the media is saying that to make a good story.
I love the media. Shout out to the media, man.
I'm sorry, the media's starting to get annoying just because of all the James Harden hate and all like that.
Not even James Harden, the free agency. You saw the reporter asking the question about KD, and he was like, how come he got very furious and whatnot, but
the media is getting kind of annoying now. Maybe because there's not as much to talk about because, besides free agency and the season's going along, no one wants to talk about the Bucks being first place or, the Lakers not doing that well. So that's why it's kind of dry now. But like I was saying, KD can't. If KD really wants to be the best, like he claims he is, he can't come to the Knicks and say, Kyrie, this is your team. I'm gonna take a backseat again. What was the point of leaving the Warriors then?
Fair point.
Stay. Yeah, you might as well just stay.
That's why I don't see both of them going. I think it will be KD.
KD leaving to the
KD
Knicks.
going to Knicks, and then he'll probably get a second, maybe like a Kemba. Or if the Knicks get the number 1 pick, they trade the pick and Kevin Knox, maybe a future first-round pick for Anthony Davis.
So,
and you have AD and KD.
Let me say this now that we're live on air now. KD's not built like that. Like he's not gonna leave.
Hey man, I don't want you to go on your little rant. I don't want you to go on your little rant. Okay, because there's as much as you say I dislike Harden, I do not dislike Harden. I'm a Rockets fan. There's no need for me to dislike James Harden. That's the best player on my favorite team. But you, bro, your hate towards KD.
It's not even hate. It's just
I
don't respect him. That's all it is. It's not a hate. It's more disrespect. I disrespect.
You hate him.
I don't hate. No. Hate and disrespect is kind of different. Because I'm gonna tell you, look,
hate.
I'm gonna say facts. You can disrespect somebody without hating. Intentionally. You don't intentionally.
Oh my goodness,
somebody. It makes sense, bro.
You got to be stopped in 2019, bro. You got to be stopped.
In my head, it makes sense. But basically, what I'm saying is KD. I don't have respect for KD, but it doesn't mean that I hate him because KD's still a hooper. He hoops. KD's nice. KD's top 3, top 5. Whatever. But like I said, KD, I don't think he's built like that to where, hey, now that I have my championships, let me do it by myself.
So you hate KD?
No, I see.
You disrespect KD. Okay, so I
would say some things that
all right,
let me because I don't respect him, but I don't hate him.
Let me put it in okay. R.Kelly. Do you hate R.Kelly or disrespect R.Kelly?
Or I don't respect R.Kelly.
You don't respect him,
but I would still listen to his music. I'm sorry, because
so what is you be trying to
step
do the love?
In the name of love. Hey,
step in the name of
I'm stepping. I'm
even
dancing.
What's going on with this?
I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but hey, R.Kelly's a great.
No, talk to the camera. Let the camera. No,
this is my camera right here. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but hey, R.Kelly's a great musician still. He's foul. Everything outside of that, but I'm gonna listen to R.Kelly still.
He got indicted.
Really?
Yeah, in Chicago.
Hey.
It's the end. I don't think.
Man,
it
was bound to happen, but like I said, R. Kelly is still a musician legend. So, a legend as a musician. I'm sorry.
I got a quick story. So I was at work and we had a holiday party, right? and one of my friends, I don't want to say his name, they had a karaoke thing, and everyone was watching. And I told him, because he was going to do the karaoke, I was like, I'll pay you $100 if you sing, what was his song? I Believe I Can Fly. Mm-hmm. You know, there's some people that are aware of what R.Kelly's doing or did, and there's some people that aren't aware. And I was like, hey, bro, I'll give you $100 to sing that song. And it was more of like, because he's a jokester, so it was more of like, hey, I want people to like low-key laugh at you or, you know, be in awe. Yeah. But he didn't do it because he realized I can't.
Yeah, it was too soon at the
time. It was too soon, and then people's emotions, but everyone was drunk. Again, holiday party, everyone's drinking, whatever, so I don't think they'll find that as entertaining. Mm. And he was very close to accepting that $100 and doing that.
I probably would have done it, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Again, that song jams.
Yeah, like,
I believe I can fly.
He has hits, you know, like, so, like I said, like, everything outside of his music, I don't respect him at all. Facts. But I still like R.Kelly, like his music. So.
Just like the people, let's say LeBron. Let's talk about sports.
Yeah.
LeBron. People love what he does off the court.
But
they hate him, especially Kobe fans or the real Lakers fans. They hate LeBron on the court, but they still love what he does off the court. Yeah, so I feel like it should be the same. His music is great, but what he did was stupid. It was dumb. It was wrong. He should be in jail for as many years as possible. But Love Slide comes on in my wedding. I'm not about to be like, DJ, don't play the Love Slide, or DJ, don't play this song.
You gotta play one R.Kelly joint. I'm sorry.
Hey, like, if I Believe I Can Fly is on Space Jam 2, I'm not about to fast forward and skip. Hey, I believe I can.
I'm reminiscing, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, it is what it is.
Exactly. So that's back to my point. Like you can disrespect or you can respect somebody and hate them, and vice versa. So like I said, I don't respect KD. But I don't hate him. I like his game, but I just don't respect.
But if he came to the Rockets,
if he came to the Rockets, then you know, I'm KD. But I'm not gonna be all the way to like, you know me. Like there's a lot of players on the Rockets that I don't really like, and you have to gain my respect. So if KD comes to the Rockets, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's what's up. Like, get us a ring. I'm gonna be like you, like how you say James Harden. I'm not gonna like you until you get us a ring. That's what he does.
No, I don't hate Harden.
Or
I respect Harden.
I respect Harden until he gets us a ring.
In the playoffs, that's when my skin, like I'm on my edge. You know, I didn't think the Rock, like Game 7 came, right?
Yeah.
They had that lead in my mind because I was gonna go to Game 7, but I was like, man, let me just wait to go to the finals. Wow. Game 7, when they had that big lead, bro, or 13, 14 point lead, I was like, Warriors still gonna win this game.
Yeah, no lead safe against the Warriors.
And I was like, because I know what James Harden does, and it wasn't. Unfortunately, hopefully, it's a new season. We still breathing.
Yeah.
So hopefully, he'll like
show us
something. Yeah. But I was like, man, if it was like LeBron, let's say if we had a 13-point lead and that was LeBron, regardless if Chris Paul was hurt or whatever, LeBron would have took us home.
Oh, okay.
Replace James Harden with LeBron.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even without Chris Paul, even with the 13-point lead, Rockets would have won.
I mean, but that's why LeBron's up here and James Harden is like, you know,
down here. But y'all, Twitter, Homer Rockets fans, like I'm the biggest Rockets fan you'll ever meet, but there are some Rockets fans that just started watching when James Harden got here. They think he's better than LeBron.
See, and James Harden is my favorite player right now, and I can't even say that because LeBron is still that guy, as you see. I mean, James Harden has to not only win, but show us consistently because LeBron's been doing it for 8-9 years straight. I'm the best player in the NBA, and no one's refuting that. So I can't give Harden.
So now I'm gonna ask you this last question: if James Harden wins a championship, I'll say 2. Is he the greatest Rocket of all time?
If he wins 2, yes. And I'm gonna tell you why. So right now, the dream has it for sure. You know, back-to-back championships.
He has 2 back-to-back.
That's great.
He has an MVP, Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
He's number 1 in blocks all time.
Okay.
He went to the finals his 2nd or 3rd year in the league. He carried teams.
Okay. So let me tell you why Harden would be the best. Mainly because
he's a guard. It's a wing league. All of that.
Not even that. So
let's not act like Akeem Olajuwon, even now, you go to Lifetime, bro. Akeem got a jumper.
Yeah.
He be working guys at Lifetime. He be working guys at different leagues. Even now, Akeem would have adapted to this. He would have been better than
Hakeem would
Embiid.
be cold. If he plays today, Hakeem will be Joel Embiid, if not
Better.
Yeah, he'll be better. You're right.
So why is he, even if Harden, I feel like it should be a discussion, but there's no way James Harden will, like, he has to win like 3 rings, another MVP, be dominant for the next 5 years. 2 rings isn't enough.
You don't think 2 rings is enough?
No.
Now that you mentioned all that, it is starting to click to me like, damn, like Harden has to do a lot to surpass.
Bro, Akeem, people forget, and that's why today's people of today's generation, like they're too into the guard. Like I'm not saying I watch Akeem and I was like his biggest fan or whatever. When they won the championship, I was 1 or 2 years old, so I wasn't a fan like that. But you can't disrespect what he like. Akeem put the Rockets on the map. People, Clutch City, it was Choke City.
Yeah. This is like back in 85.
85 when we had Rob Sampson, the Twin Towers, and they kept.
They made the finals, but we
couldn't beat them. And so I'm like, Akeem's the reason why we were Clutch City. Now we've been choking a little bit, but people still, there's Clutch Cities because of the Rockets.
That's true. So, yeah, I guess you're right, because Harden has to win 2 MVPs, 2 rings, and he has to be like the best player. Because Hakeem was blessed that Jordan retired those 2 years. So that's the only drawback that I'll say for Hakeem. But Hakeem did dominate Shaq and Patrick Ewing. So, I mean, and David Robinson going into the finals and shit. So, I mean, if Harden can, get us to the finals and beats Lakers, LeBron, if KD's still there, KD Warriors, why not? That's a great run right there. Like, you have to give it to him. Like,
fair.
So that's the 2 best players. Supposedly, y'all say KD's number 2. So
no, you're right. Again, we'll see.
We'll see. Huh?
I know our last episode we didn't get to. Our last episode was before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts. I watched the game. I was at a Super Bowl party. Honestly, we were playing games. We were having discussion of who's the best entertainer of all time between MJ and Beyonce. So the game was the last thing we were thinking about.
Facts.
So what is your...
With the MJ or Beyonce?
No. That's another...
That's a great topic right there. We should talk about that. But because that Super Bowl...
Nah, let's...
All right.
Rams, Patriots, because the Patriots are in the news for...
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that.
But quickly, the game. Did you...
So the game was whack. Let's be real. Tom Brady is the GOAT, I guess. I mean, he had 6 rings.
I think once Falcons, once he did that, he was the GOAT.
Yeah, see, that was impressive. Like, if you tell me, Tom Brady, was the GOAT, during that time, it was hard for me to argue. But this game, he didn't show me nothing where, he's still that GOAT status. Like, Tom Brady's just, I feel like the Patriots, that organization is a great GOAT organization. But, I mean, Tom Brady... He's good. He's great. He's not Aaron Rodgers to me. I still think Rodgers is a better overall QB. If you swap Rodgers and Brady, Rodgers will still be winning Super Bowls as well. But, that Super Bowl was whack. And the Rams, I don't know what Gurley was on or what the coaches was on, why they didn't, give him more touches, why they thought Goff can be the savior. But, nah, that was dry for me. So,
speaking of GOATs, is Robert Kraft the GOAT owner?
See... He would have been the GOAT last week, but after this past week...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
I don't even know what to say. Like, you have to... That just makes you think, like, okay, do you think all these owners are doing the same thing? Like, because they're so rich.
But if you look at him compared to the other owners, he's always... You saw the pre-Super Bowl party, I think the day before, or a couple days before the Super Bowl, when he was dancing with Cardi B.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like...
Think about him. And then let's look. Let me think of our owner, Mark Cuban. No, I won't say Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, I'm trying to think of an owner that's chill.
That's real
what's
chill.
What's the owner that be? Let's say Jeannie Buss.
Okay.
But she's chill. Robert Kraft, and I'm surprised he's old. He still be active and drinking and living his life. I'm like living his life. Yeah. So the news with him. It's not like it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
Because he looks like the type to be, and when he talks, he's a troll. Like,
and that's where I was gonna go with my topic. I was gonna say, like, it makes you think that these owners are doing, because they're so rich, they can keep things under wraps.
Yep.
Just pay somebody off or don't talk here. It's 100,000, like easy. So, hearing that, like you said, I wasn't surprised. I'm just like, damn, like.
Yeah,
he got caught,
it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, it's just funny how.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's funny.
But yeah, man.
But
Patriots,
that's that.
The Patriots, they're as a whole org, like the Patriots, they're great. I just can't. Tom Brady's a GOAT. I have to say because he has 6 rings, nobody else has done it. But I still think, like I said, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Drew Brees, better quarterback. That's just my opinion.
We'll see. But there's a lot been going on, man, and we'll see how the NBA playoffs are about to come in a couple months. The NFL draft is coming in a couple months. Random news is gonna happen. Albums are coming out. This album, did you hear Offset's album?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't, and I honestly don't got time for it.
Yeah,
Gunna's album.
I heard that one. That was
it
dope.
good?
Yeah, he has like 4 songs I really.
Gunna versus Baby.
I gotta take Gunna. Like, his flow, his delivery. I mean, it's kind of the same.
Mind you, everyone likes Baby. More people like Baby over Gunna.
They do. I don't know, like Drip or Drown and Drip Season 3. Like,
fair point.
That made me, fall in love with Gunna and his flow. Like, I'm taking him over Lil Baby any day. Lil Baby's last tape, nah, I can't. I didn't really like it. So.
Fair point, man. But yeah, Good Talk Podcast. Hey, before we leave, we're now on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Music Play. We're on it. Spotify, we're on it. So please subscribe, show love, everything. Like, show us. Also email us. Let us know what we can improve on. Let us know what topics or what guests we could have on and talk with me and Sam. And until next time, good talk.